Are you confused about why everyone is telling you to run your marathon training runs super, super slow? Do you think they're wrong? Are you super competitive and worried that you won't have done much running at your race pace before the day? Now, if that's you, pay attention because I'm going to share with you how to practice running at race pace in your marathon training long runs. So, let me explain. Now, to get the most training benefit from a long run, you're going to be doing your long runs in your marathon training at a pace that feels really super easy and slow. And that's likely to be a lot slower than the pace that you're going to be running on race day. Now, if you've set yourself a goal to run a particularly speedy time, then you might be concerned about how you'll know how to run fast on race day if you're not practicing running at a faster pace in your long runs. You're not sure whether you're going to be able to do it. Now, whilst I don't recommend you do all of your long runs at the pace you're intending to run at on race day, I do recommend that you practice running at your race pace in some sections of some of your long runs. Now, as your long runs build up in training, practice running your race pace at your race pace for about 20 to 30 minutes at a time. And maybe increase this over the weeks to run at that pace for up to about an hour. Run at your faster pace at the end of a long run rather than at the beginning. That way, you'll learn what it's going to feel like running at race pace in the final miles of your marathon when you start to get tired. Running at race pace at the beginning of a long run teaches you very, very little. That's because it's easier to run faster on fresh legs. And even running at race pace is likely to still feel easy and slow. Another question I get asked is, what is my race pace? Now, for a first time marathon runner, the best way of working out your marathon race pace is to run a nice, strong half marathon race and then enter the time that was taken into an online race predictor, which will spit out an estimated time where you might be expected to complete running a marathon. Now, the estimated finish time, marathon finish time it'll give, is good enough for most first-time marathon runners. And the estimate assumes that you've trained hard and trained well for your marathon, rather than simply rocking up to run on race day after not much training. Also, if you own a sports watch like a Garmin, that might also give you an estimate of your marathon finish time, and that will be based around your training stats that the watch has recorded. Now, you might expect your watch's race time predictor to be more accurate, to be a more accurate representation of the time you will run in your marathon. But your sports watch will assume that you give it absolutely everything in your race. However, few first-time marathon runners that I know have the experience to know exactly how to pace themselves right to do this properly. So don't be surprised if your Garmin suggests a marathon finish time that's a good 30 minutes faster than you actually run on the day. So if you want to learn more about long runs and other marathon training runs, make sure you read my book, From Dream to Distance. It's my new comprehensive book about marathon training for beginners. And in this book, you'll learn about long run running techniques and about all of the other training runs you'll be doing. Plus, when you purchase From Dream to Distance, you are going to get a 7-day training plan with all the essential marathon training workouts and runs to practice as a bonus. Are you ready to train? If so, click below to order your copy today.